Yo, what up? Hey, man, let me tell y'all something, man. Today is a very special day. I got to take these AirPods out because I'm about to go crazy. Today is a very special day. I have a very special person on the show. Now, before we get into that, I want everybody to, when you coming in, I need y'all to share. I need y'all to share this because this information that we're about to give out, about to put out in the airwaves, should have been already known, but it's about to be known. It's going all over the airwaves. But now today it's on Baldhead'S podcast. First off, I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you're tired of paying your cable bill, bam, right there. $30 a month. But when you enter the code Baldhead, you will receive $10 off your monthly subscription. And check it out. WeWatchTV.net. WeWatchTV.net. They have over 3,000 channels, live stream, movies, sites, series, adult content, parental control, so you know you can control it. Also, we got the super sports packages, and we got COVID-19 live updates, free access to our mode. Call the number 844-473-2588. Once again, 844-473-2588, and use Baldhead for your discount. Now, I've been going around doing a lot of stuff. Well, y'all know I ain't really been doing nothing, playing Grand Theft Auto. I'm still kind of quarantining myself. I go here and there, but I don't go too much. I just came from Cincinnati, had a great show down there, was in and out like a bank robbery. Real good people down there. It was my first time in Cincinnati. And do you know I asked somebody the dumbest question? I said, was it really a WKRP in Cincinnati? They looked at me like, man, did you watch your back? But I had a ball down there. People love me. And I discovered on Grand Theft Auto, playing with a guy, this brother right here, bam, go on iTunes, check his music out. AC Stars, who is he? I'm going to tell you, I'm old school. This music, the feel of the music, it's rap, it's R&B, it's everything. It's crazy. So go check it out. Once again, AC Stars, who is he, on iTunes. And now, let's get to the thing. Let's get to it. I got a young lady, young black lady that's a doctor that is doing something amazing. I got to let her explain it because in layman's terms, I'm lame to it. But she knows how to get down and tell y'all what's going on. I told y'all we was going to have her on the show. So please put y'all hands together. Got these comments up. What's going on, Jason? Please put your hands together for Hadijah Nicole Green. Dr. Hadijah Nicole Green. What's happening, young lady?
Good evening, Baldhead. It's a pleasure to be here. Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Hadijah Nicole Green. I'm excited. We're going to have a conversation like you, my brother, my cousin at the family reunion at the kitchen table. We just going to keep it simple to make sure that y'all can hear us in the back.
So please explain to the people, I guess you could say your education line to, and what made you come to this. Like, you know, they want to know, how did she get to become a doctor? What is it? You know, so I'm here.
So let me tell my story. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. I grew up in U City, that's famous because of Nelly now. And recently got inducted into the High School Hall of Fame. He was the only other person I knew who was inducted into the Hall of Fame, so I'm proud of that. I'm the first in my family to go to college. I'm a proud HBCU graduate of Alabama A&M University. Go Bulldogs. I'm the Black College Queen. I served as Miss Alabama A&M University as Queen for a year. I'm very proud of my HBCU lineage. To finish, I guess, to put my educational context, my educational background in context, the day after I graduated from Alabama A&M University, my aunt who raised me was diagnosed with what she referred to as woman's cancer. And I was her primary caregiver as she went through her experience with cancer that took her from being the cooker of Christmas and Thanksgiving dinner, the big mama for the whole family, the prayer warrior who kept our family together, to someone who couldn't walk, who couldn't speak, who couldn't take care of herself. And as her primary caregiver the last 3 months of her life, I saw how cancer literally ate her from the inside out. Then 3 months after she passed, I saw my uncle who raised me go through his bout with cancer. And when he opted in for chemo and radiation as his primary caregiver, I saw him lose 150 pounds, all of his hair, all of his eyebrows, all of his eyelashes. His skin looked like it had been turned barbecue, and like barbecue, looked like barbecue. And watching him lose this 150 pounds was so devastating. Like, the treatments took him to the brink of death. The side effects of the treatments took him to the brink of death. It was devastating. So here I was, 22 years old, and just graduated from college. And I actually graduated with a 4.0 GPA in physics at Albert Einstein physics, which is crazy. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. And I had interned at NASA, and I interned at University of Rochester. And I thought I was going to revolutionize the way we receive cable and internet. It was something practical that I thought, which now everybody's like, during COVID, we need some new internet. And so I said, if a satellite in outer space could tell whether a dime on the ground is face up or face down, or a cell phone can call anywhere around the planet and target just one cell phone, even in a stadium full of people, why in the world can't we kill cancer at the site of the tumor? So I went on to get 2 more degrees in physics from University of Alabama at Birmingham, trained for 5 years at the Comprehensive Cancer Center and a year in the Department of Pathology, just to develop a technology so that cancer treatments could be as smart as cell phones. So I'm using lasers and nanotechnology, which is really, really small particles that allow us to pinpoint the treatment to kill cancer at the site of the tumor without all of these side effects. And then on top of that, because I'm a revolutionary, I said, it's not good enough just to develop the treatment and sell out so that my family and my community can't afford it. So I started a nonprofit called the Ora Lee Smith Cancer Research Foundation that I named after my late aunt who raised me. That was the only mom I knew. And I wanted to pay homage, because if we can have a Susan G, why can't we have an Ora Lee? So my mission with this nonprofit is to raise the money to begin human trials and keep this technology affordable and accessible for all, not just some. So the technology I developed has shown complete elimination of human cancer in laboratory mice after one, not 6 months, 8 months, one treatment. Over the course of 15 days, the tumor completely disappears in laboratory mice. And we're doing this with no chemo, no surgery, no radiation, and no observed side effects. There is nothing else like it on the market. And when people see me as a Black woman, they come either with, they don't understand what words came out of my mouth, or, or they don't accept that this didn't come from an old white man. No disrespect, because I appreciate all people and my mentors and the whole world. Like, this is something that will help everybody. But what's personal and near to dear to my heart is our community, and making sure that those of us who are diagnosed late stage can have an option when chemotherapy and radiation isn't effective. So I wasn't, like, when I was a little girl, I thought I was going to do hair. My brothers were barbers and cooks, and I come from a family of cooks. And so, like, pride in the family was, can you make cornbread from scratch and greens from the bag and beans from the bag?
I tell women that all the way. If you can't make no hot water cornbread, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. It's nothing but a pancake. It's nothing but a pancake, but you can't make it.
Exactly. So I know how to make hot water cornbread, Baldhead.
I believe you. I believe you.
So my journey wasn't a traditional one. As the child who the village raised, this is my way of giving back to the planet, because I have been very fortunate with my educational opportunities. Being the first in my family, there was no logical progression that I would end up with 3 degrees in physics and had developed this cancer treatment. So I have to give God the glory for getting here, and all of the people whose shoulders I stand on, and all the people who helped support me to get here. So I'm humbled for this to be my service to humanity.
And we thank you. I thank you, because I myself know 15 people that were fighting cancer. I know 9 that passed from it, and one of them was my stepmother, my sister Mimi's mother.
I'm so sorry.
And the crazy part is this lady is like when you were speaking about your aunt being the cook and all that. This lady, she was something else. Littlest thing in the world was something else. She didn't play. I would come over my sister and eat, and I would have to wash dishes. And hey, go in there, wash them dishes. And I'm thinking I done cleaned up the whole kitchen. And no, what about the floor? You ain't mop the floor. What? I didn't eat. And just knowing her through life, and then seeing her go from that and dwindle down was a horrible thing. And I knew this was my stepmother, and this was my sister's mother. So I knew it really, it was crazy. And I know a couple of friends and other people. Woo, if you don't understand, and I'm talking to my people, if y'all don't understand, this lady that came through with something that will help us out. My problem is, why isn't this a nationally known thing coming from you? Why? Who's holding back?
So here's what happened. When I first developed it, my mentors told me a cancer treatment without a drug, it'll never see the light of day. Go back to the drawing board and develop a cancer treatment that incorporates a drug. So I actually had to go back and develop another treatment that incorporates a drug. And I won $1 million grant for that one, and then put this one in there as the control arm for the study. Because I'm like, y'all might not want a cancer treatment without a drug and side effects, but my people need something where we don't have to keep suffering. And if you saw the woman who raised you go through what I saw, and if you saw the man who raised you go through what I saw, it's like, this is bigger than the money. This is so much bigger than the money. And we haven't had Christmas or Thanksgiving dinner together since 2003 when Auntie passed. Actually, since 2002, because she passed the summer of 2003. Like, we haven't been together since then. Like, it devastated our entire family. And growing up with her being my mother figure, it's like my motivation is different, and people don't understand that. So I've turned down investors and venture capitalist firms because all they're worried about is, oh, we can all get rich off this. What you mean? You could be more than Oprah rich. You could go be a philanthropist with your cut of the money. But I'm like, but how many Black and brown people around the planet would suffer because they couldn't afford the technology if I sold out? It's too important for me not to sell out. So if I got to scream it from the rooftop, say it louder so the people in the back can hear, I need y'all to donate and adopt this. Like, Susan G. Komen been around since I was 1 year old. They don't have a pink cure to show for it yet. American Cancer Society been around more than 100 years. They don't have an American cure to show for it yet. Their objectives are very important. I'm not minimizing awareness, and early detection saves lives. Cancer therapies that are currently available are 95% effective for early stage 1 and stage 2 cancer. So if you're going to the doctor regularly, which we should, and you detect the cancer early, it's 95% likely, especially common breast cancer, common prostate cancer, that you'll have a 95% recovery with what's currently available. But for most of our family members and loved ones, we don't go to the doctor regularly. We don't get diagnosed till it's stage 4, and they sending us back home telling us there's nothing else we can do, or they put us through chemo and radiation and we suffer, and then we're still gone in 2 or 3 months. And that's unacceptable to me. We're still in the dark ages with how we're treating African Americans with late stage cancer, and and we're light years ahead with a cell phone, and the cancer treatments need to catch up. So my auntie taught me, if you want something done right, sometimes you got to do it yourself. And
that's the best thing. That's the best thing, and that's old school. I don't understand how, and I'm a man. I don't understand how we as men do not like to go to the doctor. There's 2 places you ain't gonna see a lot of men. You're gonna see them in the doctor's office. You ain't gonna see them in court because we don't like to go neither one of them. And I took that colon thing.
Yeah,
that has got to be one of the most disrespectful.
They didn't put you to sleep.
No, I took with the finger. That.
Yeah, the prostate cancer exam.
Let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you. After that, I told the doctor, I said, you got to give me your phone number. You got to give me your phone number. There's no reason you've been where you've been. You've gone where no man has gone before, and I need your phone number because.
So let me say, because I know you have children, those few moments of discomfort will save your life. Because your children need you more than you need your pride in that few moments. So here is my thing to the brothers in the prostate cancer exam. There are new tests now where you can go spit in a cup, get your mouth swabbed, and they can tell you your PSA numbers. And those are becoming more reliable and more accurate because the brothers have cried out about how uncomfortable the digital rectal exam is. And so that is a first line intervention. But as science is progressing, new tests are becoming available. And this is why it's important to have scientists interface with the community so the community can understand why science is not just some kid in a laboratory blowing up stuff, that we're actually bringing things that are relevant to our community, because that is a barrier of getting tested, because a lot of men just simply won't do it, even though it can save their lives. So scientists are developing more effective prostate cancer exams, breast cancer early detection mechanisms. So those things are coming. And then I want to go back for a second to what you were mentioning, because a lot of people are saying I'm this hidden figure, but what happens, people see me when I'm a meme and they do not connect me to my cancer nonprofit that I'm raising money through a charity to keep my technology affordable and accessible. Because Black History Month, I trended as the Black woman or the first person to cure cancer with lasers. And then I was the first person to cure cancer with nanoparticles. And then I was the member of Delta Sigma Theta and HBCU grad who cured cancer with lasers. And they put me out as a meme. And then I've been named as one of the 100 most influential African Americans by Ebony Power 100, by the Root 100. I've been Trailblazer of the Year by 100 Black Men of America. And the National Council of Negro Women has honored me as a trailblazer, and Southern Company and Perennial Strategy Group and BT has honored me for my breast cancer awareness advocacy work, and Business Insider has named me as one of the top 30 under 40 in healthcare, and most recently USA Today put me on this list of 100 most inspiring women, along with the founder of the Girl Scouts and the founder of Susan G. Komen and Eleanor Roosevelt and Hillary Clinton and Michelle and Oprah. And so the word is getting out, but it wasn't just because I developed the technology. It's because I developed the technology and I started this nonprofit to keep it affordable and accessible. And that is the part that makes this different. And the other thing, I want to shout out to all of the volunteers in Team Orly, because we're all volunteer team. I don't even take a salary from donations. I have a day job at Morehouse School of Medicine in the Department of Surgery. So wow. I am doing things differently, not just trying to do things differently. I'm walking the walk, not just talking the talk. And so it's important for us to be the answer that we want to see to the problems on the planet, and to show up and to live out our purpose. And there's so many things that I could have done, but because this was personal for me, I went on a mission. And
that's what make it even more stronger and fierce. And I understand and I feel. And I'm gonna tell you, I wish I can get out there. I wish I could get back out there on the block and get that money for you. But we're gonna do what we can. I'm gonna do what I can to help you out and get this money. I mean, you gotta think about how you think some of them churches got to be big as they did. Somebody wanted to do, but we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. We're gonna do it.
I can't respond to no mess like that on here. No.
That wasn't for you to respond to. That was something. My thought on how I should get this money ain't got nothing to do with how you work it. Okay, so we're gonna keep it.
Our website is oralee.org, ORALEE.org. And everybody who gets who submits a donation, they get a tax deductible receipt that they can write off their contribution on their taxes. And it's an automated process. Anybody all walks of life can donate, because cancer impacts all walks of life. So one of the things that I had to tell my team, the cancer patients who were waiting on me to bring this technology into human trials told me they don't care how I get the money. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to sell my soul personally,
Right.
but whoever go to the website can donate. And one of the other things, when I tell people, we are not 20 years away from beginning human trials. We can literally begin human trials within 12 months of reaching our first fundraising goal of $10 million.
That's what
not
Sabrina, my publicist Sabrina just asked, can someone with cancer opt out to hire you to treat them now?
So thank you, Sabrina. So this is why I do these interviews, because people with cancer are constantly coming to me right now. People who've been hearing about the technology and hearing about this breakthrough are trying to sign up for this treatment right now. And this weighs on my heart so heavy, y'all. And I need y'all to hear me. This is breaking my heart. Every day somebody's asking. Dozens of people are trying to sign up for this trial, and we have not raised the money. We have not raised the money yet to begin human trials. So, and what I'm saying, the technology is sitting on the shelf collecting dust while I'm out here literally saying, can y'all do $5 a month, $10 a month to help us keep this affordable? We're trying to build the adult version of St. Jude eventually. This is not like Google me, look me up, vet me, research me. Like, everything is legit, and people have gotten so used to not seeing somebody who looks like me be a scientist who cares about the community, that people sometimes don't recognize real when they see it. And I'm asking, we need 100,000 people to do $100, $10 a month, $5 a month. People spend more than that on tennis shoes and cable. So having a monthly contribution to a cancer nonprofit, we're asking you to make the Aura Lee Smith Cancer Research Foundation your charity of choice, so we can stop turning people away, because there's such a need right now. There are nearly 9 million people a year dying from cancer around the world every year. It's not just my loved ones. I can't bring Auntie and Uncle Jim Lee back. They gone. I can't do nothing to save them.
But you're trying to do everything to prevent these people that are coming out with it. If y'all want to also make donations, I'm first off, share this live. Share this live, whatever you own. If you own, I got 26 people watching now. If you on my Facebook, you on my whatever you own and you watching this, please share it. And on all of my social media, until we get this money, until she gets what she got to get to help us out, I'm going to be sharing her link every week. And I commend and ask y'all to please share the link also, because this ain't no joke. I know y'all know I'm a comedian. I'm always going to come up with something silly to say, but we are sick of this one thing taking us down.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you something. Like when we were talking about the other foundations that got all of the stuff going, and it's been going forever for years. I really think when it comes to the money situation, they didn't got the money for it. They got the money for it. They got the cure for it.
Let me tell you, we ain't got to think. The numbers are public. Susan G. Komen raises over $350 million a year. $350 million a year, and less than 10% of that goes towards research to find a cure. American Cancer Society raises almost $700 million a year. And less than 20% of the money they raise goes towards cancer research. So we're talking just between these two, they raise over $1 billion a year. So when people say, oh, 10 million is a lot, no, it's not. It's not. Especially when we're not just asking you guys to fund hope and a marketing campaign, an awareness campaign. We've already shown this is killing cancer in the mice in the laboratory. We've already shown it. We're just asking to put us in a game, coach. We're just trying to raise money to show that it's going to work in humans. And it's frustrating sometimes, and I have to be eternally optimistic. This is a faith walk, because I believe that we can keep this technology affordable and accessible. So it doesn't have to be something that only a certain group of people can have access to. And yeah, maybe I could take it to Australia or Cuba or Ghana or some other country. But then who I know can afford a plane ticket to
That's
go
a
those
whole
places?
nother. That's a whole nother thing right there. Yeah, yeah.
And so I'm like, you might not be able to afford a plane ticket to go to another country if I took it another country, but you could probably afford $5 a month to help me keep this affordable and accessible for our community. So I'm asking a little bit from a lot of people, praying that y'all hear me and praying that y'all share this message so that, and then we the first ones to talk about us. If I would have sold out, y'all be the
Yeah.
first ones to talk about me. And it's like I'm keeping this, and it's taken a long time. It is. And people are celebrating with me and they're cheering with me. And I need y'all to hear, I need help so that I can help people who have cancer. So we can help me save the cancer patients. Be part of history as part of your legacy that you adopted the Aura Lee Foundation. And we had Cash App, Aura Lee Foundation, ORALEE Foundation, and we have Venmo. And when you are on Facebook, you can do a Facebook fundraiser. We have Giving Tuesday coming up on Tuesday. And that's the International Day of Giving. So you have Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, and Giving Tuesday. So we want you to adopt the Aura Lee Foundation with your church, your fraternity, your book club, your basketball team, your golf buddies, whatever. We want y'all to adopt the Aura Lee Foundation and Baldhead, you have friends who are comedians, and I see them doing.
Let me tell you something. I'm about to be on them. I'm about to be
Okay.
on all my friends, all the big name friends, the low name friends. You about to get the money. I got a question right here. He said, has she reached out to the Congressional Black Caucus and the NAACP about raising the money?
Yes, I've reached out to some of everybody, and unless you have personal connections and insider phone numbers, and you can call or text somebody on the phone directly, you go in the spam, and people probably don't even read those emails. And we've been knocking on doors. So let me tell you what we have done. We have gotten a vote, a unanimous vote for adoption as an official charitable partner by the fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, as our first national partners. The brothers at Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated have come on board to establish a partnership as well. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority is spotlighting us for Giving Tuesday this year, so I'm excited about my sorors coming on board. And we've had Friendship West and Hillside International Truth Center and Mercy Seat Baptist Church and several other churches adopt us and take up a collection and donation. And we have different chapters of organizations around the country doing things. And then when I do speaking engagements, I ask people to make the honorarium payable to the foundation so we can cover operational expenses out of the honorariums when I do speaking engagements, so that donations can go to the cause. Because that's one of my personal pet peeves. People raise money all the time for stuff, and then the cause gets like 10% of the dollar. That's a pet peeve of mine. So we're doing things differently. And I do want to ask you guys, when you're adopting us, you can donate your birthday on Facebook. You can do a Facebook fundraiser for the Aura Lee Foundation, and every little bit counts. And I need people to help do this lift with me, so that trying to raise this money, I don't have a background in fundraising. I can kill cancer all day, but I need help getting the word out. And everybody get the word out. If y'all just donate $1, because if everybody who liked and shared my Roland Martin interview, they have 14 million views on his Facebook page. If I had $1 for everybody who shared and watched and liked that video, let me get all the attitude out my neck.
Keep it in there. Keep it in there. Keep it in there.
But
They
if
need
I
to
had
hear it.
$1 for everybody that liked that Roland Martin interview when he shared it on his Facebook page, we would have had the 10 million that we need to start. But everybody, not everybody, because we've had about 15,000 people help us reach our first $1.2 million fundraising milestone. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful to all the first 15,000 people who joined me on this journey. And I do need to acknowledge them and say thank you, because it's easy to say nobody's helping. That's not true. There have been a lot of people helping. And the part that's even more significant about that is there have only been 32 other African-American female tech founders who've raised $1 million or more for a tech startup. So when people are like, oh, you should have done this for profit. No, I did my research. I'm a professional researcher. I'm a professional problem solver. And so it's not that I need help thinking. Like, my business model is not flawed. I need support. The cancer charities raise over $1 billion a year. So raising $10 million one time to start human trials is not a lot to ask from 100,000 people to give $100. And if you can do more, please do more. So and part of it is I need people to take action now. Like, people always assume somebody else or some celebrities or some other organizations, somebody else is going to see this, and surely they will fund it. And when people see me and they're like, you still haven't raised that money? I'm like, did you donate? Well, no, because I thought and everybody else thought somebody else was going to.
Everybody waiting for everybody else. Don't wait. Donate what you got. Donate what you can. Hey, you know what we need to do? I'm gonna tell you what we need to do. I'm gonna try to put it together with my you remember how they used to have the Jerry Lewis fund and all of that?
Yes.
We need to do that, and I'm gonna host it. Me and my publicist is gonna put it together. We're gonna do the fundraiser, even when they call the people on the phone. Hey, we need y'all to donate this, but we gonna put this together, man. We got to do it on the internet. We got to do it on. I want to help because I've lost so many people. I want to help because I don't want nobody else to lose anybody else. I'm gonna donate some money. I don't even be donating no money because I've never won it. I've never won any money. I call the radio a lot of times trying to win a little money they be having on the radio. I never win it. Somebody always wins. But I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And everybody that's on watching the Baldhead podcast, please share this show today. You can go on each one of my social media outlets, my Facebook, my Twitter, and everything. You can hit the link, and you can donate directly. You ain't gotta wait for me. You can donate because I'm gonna tell y'all something. She done gave me another cause and a purpose because of people that I know.
Thank you.
I would like to do something for my birthday and implement you in it. The way the COVID is, the way everything is set up, the large numbers of people that we can get to come in might not be that way. However, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But that little telethon, we'll put a telethon because ain't nobody. Have you ever thought about a telethon? You ever thought about it?
But you have to have the name brand celebrities to come and attract the people when you do the telethon. So,
hey, I got a couple name brand comedians. I know some famous janitors. We're gonna get everybody we got to get on there. It don't matter.
Thank you. You know some famous janitors.
Yeah, I know some famous janitors. So Sabrina said, let's do this. Yeah, we finna get this together. My girl Tracy McKinney, she has a book out and she has another. We went to high school. I came from a big and you know, I love that you went to HBCU. I went to Tennessee State. Didn't finish though, but I went there. And you know, I know a lot of people. And I'm just gonna tell these people to come on and no, we got to put our feet to the metal for this situation.
And then one of the easy things that you can do, and everybody can do this for your birthday on Facebook, just set up a birthday fundraiser, put in the amount of money, and ask everybody to chip in a little bit. And we raise probably between $3,000 and $5,000 a month just from people donating their birthdays on Facebook. And so, and that's only like usually maybe 10 people, 5 people a month. So if we can even get that up to 50 people a month donating their birthdays on Facebook every month, that would help out a lot. If we only have a couple hundred recurring donors, if we can get that up to more recurring donors every month, that would help out a lot. So it doesn't mean that we need anybody to go write $1 million check right now. We really can have a few 100,000 people saying, okay, I can do $25 a month, or I can do $5 a month. Just do anything to be part of the effort so that it's not so much like I don't know how to get y'all to understand. A lot of people doing a little bit still adds up, because we can get to $10 million with people doing $100, having 100,000 people. And that's less than the membership at any one of these fraternities or sororities that I just named. That's, some churches have more members than that. And doing $10 a month over the course of a year is something that people can do without even missing most people. And that's not that I'm insensitive to some people are really struggling. And I know people who struggle and still have cable TV and still buy the new Jordans when they come out. So donating $10 here or there is something that most people can still do regardless of their situation. So thank you, Joy. Thank you, Joy, for
And Joy gonna be a part of the Zoomathon because she is a bona fide Black woman that's a hustler. She's a friend of mine, and she walked up to me one time, and it was so funny. We was in the parking lot of Francis Cocktail Lounge, it's a bar in Chicago. She walked up to me, I think it was a Mother's Day card, with the biggest mother. I'm talking about, this thing was so huge. I said, where my mama gonna put this at? Are you crazy? I'm not taking it to my mother. I gave her a couple dollars to get on about my face because I'm not. I couldn't put that card in my car. But she knows how to get out and get some money. So we're gonna get, and like she said, yeah, I have so many friends on my social media. If my friends forwarded this, shared it, or put the link on their page, we gonna put a dent. We're gonna put a dent in this. We got to.
And that's all I'm asking. Like Karen Hunter had me on her show. She put a huge dent in it. Shout out to Karen Hunter. Much love always. Roland Martin had me on his show. He put a huge dent in it. Shout out to him. And much love always. Ricky Smiley did the same thing. And shout out to him. And
well, I'm glad you've been on all them big shows. You came to my show. I'm so happy and humble. So glad. I should have wore a button-up shirt today. I feel bad.
No, we relaxing. It's Sunday night. We chilling, Baldhead. So here's the thing: when people hear me on those shows, they still assume other people are gonna donate and that somebody else is gonna fund this. And yeah, I'm writing grants in the background. But it'll take me 50 years to write enough grants to get this funded. And I'm looking at these other nonprofits raising this money hand over fist every year. And I'm like, I need to go be in that game. Why not? Why can't we raise the money through a nonprofit? And so I'm just asking for people to adopt us as their charity of choice. And part of it, Titus Burgess, another comedian, actor extraordinaire, love Titus. So he found out about me on Instagram and he was commenting. He went on this show and he was talking about how, in his opinion, I haven't raised the money because I'm a Black woman. And people were expecting this to come from a white man. And he said, we need to support her because she's a Black woman. And that felt good. And I don't want me being Black to be the reason why people aren't supporting. I want me being Black to be the reason why people do support. Because when else in history are you going to find a motherless, fatherless child who went to college on full scholarship, got a degree in physics, Albert Einstein science, y'all, and then lose the parents, the adopted parents who raised her to cancer and say, oh, heck no, like I'm going after cancer and developing new arsenal, and not just develop new arsenal, but I'm going to be committed to keeping it affordable and accessible for my community. And I have 3 degrees in physics with no student loans. So right, I don't have student loans, so I'm not for sale. I'm not tempted by the money, so I can ensure that the integrity is maintained as we move this into humans so we can keep it affordable. And I had this one guy tell me, he was like, you ain't thirsty, so I can't entrap you. And I'm like, you right, I'm not thirsty. So you can't entrap me with some bad business deal. So doing this through the nonprofit is the ideal business model.
Let me tell you something. This whole situation is supposed to come from some old going bald man with glasses on that look like he drive a van with Chico stick on the inside. It ain't supposed to come from a beautiful Black woman that has all of that is not removed, not bothered, and seriously focused. It's scaring people. And I need people to be in fear of what we've already seen. they make us. They don't make us, but like you say, we donate all of this money to these other causes, and they've been donating them for years. It's for example, the donations that they have for those starving children. I'm trying to figure out. Them kids ain't ate yet. Them kids ain't ate yet. Before they had the videos with the flies all on them. And
you ain't supposed to have me laughing at them kids.
Hey man, ain't no. This is what I'm saying. They exploited them kids all this time. How did they get them flies just to be staying on them kids' faces? Like, I never knew how. Because a fly get by me, I'm gone. Them kids were just so calm. Flies just flies just on them, just all on it, and they never moved. And them kids are grown now. They were showing with the belly out. Now you mean to tell me we got a beautiful black, educated, super educated? Did you hear the Einstein? What'd you say was the Einstein? What?
My degrees are in the same physics as Einstein.
Ain't nobody black got this. So could y'all please? What? You got me on here. You got me on here, and you didn't want me to cuss. I need to cuss for this, but I'm not. But thank you. Get this money. Stop. Who girl? Go finish. I'm just gonna sit it because I can't do nothing else. I ain't got no more coffee. My coffee done ran out. Got my nerves working. My mind is going.
Don't get your blood pressure up.
My mind is going because I can't understand this, man. I can't understand this. Roland Martin, Ricky Smiley, hey, man, come on, man. All my people, if y'all love me, if y'all got any love for me, go on my social media right now and just share. Share this, share the site. We're gonna get it together.
Right.
You go and finish talking. I'm sorry. I had a little rant. You know what? You go on and finish talking to my people. I got to grab some coffee. This is the first time in history I have to grab some coffee because of you. Don't
so let me ask everybody while he's gone, please follow our social media pages. Like Snoop Dogg, I got to tell him when he comes back, but like Snoop Dogg and we had other celebrities posting about this, and people aren't following us because they don't tag us on these memes when they post me. So please follow at Dr. Hadia Green. That's at DrHadiYah Green, at Dr. Hadia Green, and at Oraleeorg. That's ORALEEORG on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So please connect with us. We have a YouTube channel. So please follow us. Please connect with us. Please help us get the word out. And then, I was saying when you left, like Snoop Dogg shared about me on his page.
Wait a minute. I heard you. I wouldn't know what, but in the kitchen, I was right there. Okay.
And I couldn't get back in touch with him to ask him to go live with me because it was just the acknowledgement that I developed the technology. And that's only one half of the story. I've developed the technology and now I need to begin human trials. And when people see the first half of the story, I get this flood of cancer patients trying to sign up for the treatment. And we're having to turn people away because we haven't raised the money to begin treatments. And I have clinical partners in a variety of cancers from breast to prostate, colorectal, anal, cervical cancers, head and neck, brain, lung, all these different type of cancers who are ready to host the trials. We do not have a technology, a problem with the technology. We don't have a problem with the doctors who want to do the human trials. We have a problem with the funding because I'm committed to keeping the technology affordable, and I know we can raise this money through the nonprofit way.
You trying to basically get this funding so that people will not be robbed of paying for all of this medical stuff, all these, and also you are doing something and giving people something that does not have side effects.
Right.
There are so many people that are taking chemo, and I hated taking and going with my stepmother to the chemo situation, and you watch them lose the weight tremendously. You watch them
keep their food down and they digestive tract. Oh,
Their energy level is horrible. It's like,
Right.
yeah, because she stayed up all night and would have the worst nightmares because of the whole situation. So what you're talking about is going to revolutionize the treatment.
Right. Right. And it's important that we keep this affordable and accessible. So it's and if you've ever seen anybody suffer with chemo and radiation, you understand why I'm like, we can't sell this out. We can't sell it out because our family, our community won't be able to afford it if I sell it. And here's an analogy I want to give you. You know how musicians and artists most of the time don't own their masters?
Yeah.
The record label own all the lyrics, all the music, their voice, sometimes even their name. And the record label dictates how much the record is sold for. I'm in a position where I own my masters because I own my patents.
You Jay-Z. You Jay-Z.
I'm trying to be Jay-Z up in here. Yes.
Jay-Z. You got, yeah. I'm a comedian and I have situations like that when people have stuff of mine and hey man, I need my tape. I need that tape of that. Oh, well, we can't. Well, y'all can't take me.
Right.
You cannot hold for what you want because you want all of it. You want all of it, and you giving it. Come on, man. I'm ready to get up off here and go do something and go get this money, man.
All right.
The right thing. The right thing. The right thing.
And here is my thing. Seeing you be emotional reminds me of seeing the men of my family be emotional when we lost our loved ones. That hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. And I'm tired of losing. And I know other people are tired of losing. And the stuff that we've been doing is not getting us what we need, especially in our community. And I thank God for every survivor. And I pray that some of these survivors who are putting their effort into these other cancer charities start coming and being a champion for Orally to bring things closer to our community, because these other cancer charities aren't funding Black scientists at the rates that we're funding them. And the technologies that they're coming up with doesn't have a priority with our community. So having Black scientists and funding Black scientists is important. And when else do you see the scientists own the nonprofit and the cancer charity? When else?
Mm-hmm. You up front. You up front. You got you up front with everything on yours, and you gonna get it. Read what Sabrina said because she's talking to you.
How does a person or organization go about hosting an event on our behalf? Is there a process? Yes. Thank you for that. So we have a fundraising coordinator. Shout out to Tracy Stevenson. And you can email us at info@orally.org, info@orally.org, and saying, I want to host a fundraiser, and we'll reply back with everything you need to get started. We'll support it. We'll promote it on our social media channels, and we'll get you flyers and whatever you need to help you do your fundraiser. And you can get to our contact us page on orally.org too. So it's set up there. If you, we're findable, just any kind of way. Get in touch with us and we'll make sure that you get the information to host a fundraiser. And it can be one as simple as going on Facebook and hosting a fundraiser on Facebook. Or if you want to host an event, you can host an event on, like we have people who are doing Zumbathons, and we have small business partnerships. And I want to shout them out. Jamal Brown with 365 Black, they're doing a calendar every year, and this year in 2021 they're featuring me in I'm September in the Black History calendar, which is really cool. And they're donating 10% of the proceeds for the next 3 years to the Orally Foundation. So that's really cool. And we had Avon ladies, some other people who are selling cosmetics, and small businesses are donating 10% of their proceeds. And it's a good business investment because people like doing business for good. So business sales on a national average increased 27% for businesses who partner with the charity and donate a percentage of proceeds to charity. So it's good for business too to donate a percentage of proceeds to the Aura Lee Foundation. And I almost forgot. I don't know how I forgot this. We're on Amazon Smile, so you can shop on Amazon and select the Aura Lee Smith Cancer Research Foundation as your charity on Amazon. You don't even have to pay extra. You shop, Amazon will donate. And I'm really excited about this support from Amazon. And
oh my God. What happened? What happened? Are you back? Okay. You. Whoop.
Can you see me now?
You went out for a second.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So we have Amazon Smile. That's what I was saying. Oh, and we have like 50 companies already doing employee matching programs. Some of them are through Benevity and some of them are individual, like Microsoft and AT&T and IBM. And I'm really excited about having these corporations have their employees, they match dollar for dollar. So if you're in a company and they do employee matching programs, please sign up for the match. And we need volunteers. If you can make a flyer, if you can help edit videos, if you can help copy and paste quotes on a template.
I have a guy on right now.
Yes.
Gordon Jackson, he's an influencer. He said, how can I help as an influencer? With me being a comedian, this is one of the people I'm going to target to get the word out. So let him know how he can help as an influencer.
Yes. Okay, awesome. So thank you for asking that, Jordan. I appreciate that. Nice to meet you. So I'm excited. So the 3 things that I ask influencers to do: 1, host a meet and greet or do something like this with me to bring me closer to the people who love you and will support you, and you can take me closer to your audience. 2, make a personal donation of any amount. And 3, challenge at least 3 of your friends to do the same publicly and ask them to host a meet and greet or do something like this and donate and challenge at least 3 of their friends to do so publicly. So it's something that I hope is easy 3 things to get the word out to help the snowball effect. Like, have the cool kids make this cool.
we got my girl Joy. She says she's gonna make the flyers as well. So when we gonna get the team together, baby. We're gonna get the team together. Yeah, it's gonna be cracking.
Yeah.
What's going on, LaDonna?
Shout out to our couple of volunteers who do graphic designs. I love when the flyers on our social media don't look like I made them. How you doing over there, Baldhead? How you feeling?
I'm you got my mind going, man. I probably ain't even gonna be able to play Grand Theft Auto today because I got so much on my mind that I want to conquer. Let me tell you something. For me suffering from COVID, from me knowing people that personally died from cancer, meeting you, and shout out to my publicist Sabrina Childress. She's always doing. She kept telling me we need to get on it, Ball. We need to get on it. And I'm gonna tell you personally, I was like, man, I don't know what to say to no doctor. What am I talking to about a doctor about what? Because but my show is basically based on everybody's opinion. But when she told me, she was like, no, this young lady has came up with a way to treat cancer and possibly have the cure for. I was like, you for real? And she was like, yeah. Now, what you said about doing research, I did a little research. I looked at the videos, looked at other interviews, heard about what you talked about. And the thing that amazed me at it was, why isn't this everywhere? Why isn't you should have had the 10 million 2 days ago. Or longer than that. But the belief of people is we've believed in the old white man going bald. Oh, he looked like he knows something. Opposed to a woman of color having all these degrees and having this thing inside of her that, my family suffered from a situation. I don't want y'all to go through it. I gotta cure this. I gotta do. It's just a lot in my big head right now.
And I have people telling me I don't sound like I'm supposed to be a scientist. And I'm like,
how you supposed to sound?
like, good evening. This is Dr. Hadia Nicole Green. And it's not me. It's not me. And there are times when I, am more conservative. So I appreciate having this space to cut up with you. But I wanted to let my hair down and just have the kitchen conversation, the family reunion, picnic table conversation. And I wanted to just come to the people and keep it real. So Sabrina is asking, does Morehouse help with my efforts? So my day job is at Morehouse School of Medicine, which is the medical school, not the college. And they're completely separate institutions. And I started my own nonprofit outside of Morehouse School of Medicine because they don't own my intellectual property. So when this goes to market, they're not financially slated to benefit, so we can keep control of the destiny of the technology. So my vision is to build the adult version of St. Jude. Morehouse School of Medicine's priority is focused on educating the next generation of medical doctors. And we have a small research enterprise there, but I'm independent with my nonprofit and the technology. So I have support at Morehouse School of Medicine, but it's important for people to understand what it means when I'm saying I'm independent with my technology. They don't own it. So I fundraise separately for the technology through my nonprofit so that we can stay independent.
Joy says, what do you know about the cancer healing powers of the surassu fruit?
Yeah, the soursop fruit. So soursop, apricot grinds, vitamin C, vitamin D, alkaline water, and a whole list of other things that have claimed to have curative effects. My official position about them is until they go through what I'm trying to go through, which is the FDA approval, the clinical trials to legitimize it and do the standard scientific process to go through the process of it being a standard legitimized treatment, the FDA will never approve something until it goes through clinical trials. The insurance companies, Medicaid and Medicare, will never cover it if the FDA doesn't approve it. It's a process. And
I'm going to finish. I'm sorry. Go finish.
No, and the whole list of these holistic approaches, I eat right for my blood type. I eat all organic food. I have a very clean lifestyle. I don't put products. I use grapeseed oil on my skin and my hair. I'm all natural because I do believe in the whole holistic, healthy lifestyle and the holistic approach to living. And I know that cancer is a very broad term that describes a whole variety of diseases, not just one type. So there are some people who might respond very well to soursop. And there's some people who might respond very well to chemo. And there's some people who might respond very well to alkaline water. But the reason why there are 9 million people a year still dying every year is because everything doesn't work for everybody. So the technology that I'm developing, there's still a market for people who may respond well to this therapy.
I don't even got enough thank yous to give you. I don't even know how to, and your work ain't even done. You just really pushing in on it. This is the only show that I was like, I really want to say what I want to say and I can't say it.
Well, let me say, I appreciate you respecting my request to omit profanity because I know you could have said some choice words. And I know that I'm a role model and I take that very seriously. So when Verizon and AT&T are celebrating me for Black History Month and the Girl Scouts are celebrating me as a role model.
They ain't gonna look up Baldhead'S show and be like, Because when I tell you Sabrina was on me, she was on me. She was on me before she even got you.
Yeah, because I looked at it and I was like, oh, he would be a great audience to go in front of. But I'm like, oh, he say a lot of stuff that is not family friendly.
Because you know what? My show, really, it's like today, you know how they have the things where we're gonna stop the music. That's what this is about. We're gonna stop the cursing because we have Dr. Green on here and we talking about something that is family friendly. Baldhead's show really ain't no family friendly show. But you know what? You know what the problem is now? Now Sabrina's gonna be saying, well, you did it that time, so now you're gonna I gotta have it. Now I got so many people that and a couple of my other brothers that are activists and stuff. I'm gonna get them in. They've always been trying to get me to be activist. They've always trying to be got his. Let me tell you something, man. My temperament, like the way you're approaching this in a calm manner, and you want people to donate money. I'm not with all that calm stuff. I'm not with all that calm stuff. Hey, lower that money, run that paper. Y'all see what's happening. Y'all know what's good. But you know, now everybody going, well, you could do it, Baldhead. You could be calm.
No, you can be you. You can be you. And you just said it without profanity. And I don't want you to stop being you.
I'm gonna make up for it tonight. I got another show tonight. I'm gonna be cussing. Woo! They gonna be like, what's wrong with him? I'm getting it out. No, I'm just joking, but I understand the need for the seriousness, and I understand the need for these people to wake up. Where all the woke people at? All the woke people. Y'all need to wake up and go in your pocket and tell some more woke people to go in their pocket and get this together. Look at Sabrina talking crazy.
You can't strong arm people, sir.
Yes, you can. Y'all just don't know about it. But go ahead on. I'm sorry.
No, I really appreciate this opportunity to come, and it's important to me to stay connected and to stay grounded and rooted in the community. And being a role model is something that I take very seriously, because a lot of times celebrities and rappers are like, I didn't sign up to be a role model. And I'm like, I'll be a role model for the kids. I don't smoke and drink. And, I made good grades in school. I'm what happens when you don't use drugs.
I don't smoke or drink. I don't use drugs. No, I didn't. I know you didn't, but I'm saying, well, what's wrong with me then?
There's nothing wrong with you.
I really thank you for coming on here today, sharing this information, enlightening me, and you didn't made me become a part of a cause in a situation that is beautiful and amazing, and I thank you for that. It's gonna be a hard road.
We can do it together.
I know sometime I'm gonna have to get up in front of people and speak, and I'm gonna be like, hey, y'all might hear me not say certain things today, but it's all for a great cause. It's all for a great cause.
It's all for a great cause, and we appreciate you. So we can post this interview on our YouTube channel now.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And thank y'all for. I prayed a lot. Today, but I know my prayers are grateful, and I'm thanking you. Anything else you want to let everybody know before we get on up out of here?
I just want to ask everybody, if you have not yet done so now, please go to oralee.org, ORALEE.org, and become a sustaining donor. Hit us up on our Cash App or Venmo, Aura Lee Foundation. Donate your birthdays on Facebook. Follow us at Dr. Hadiya Green, DrHadiYah Green, like the color, and at OraLeeOrg, ORALEEORG. Please help us get the word out, and please just take a moment and hit the donate button. Any amount matters. Every dollar counts. And I appreciate you guys seeing my heart, hearing what I'm doing, and not just cheering for me, but actually taking the step to stand with me and show your support by making an actual donation and doing it now without delay. So thank you guys. I pray good health over everybody who hears this and sees this, that you never need it. And please, please don't wait until you or your loved one needs the treatment before you reach out to me saying, we need you now. So we need you to donate. We appreciate if you guys want to volunteer, follow us on social media, and help us get the word out. Thank you so much to everybody. Thank you, Joy, for your donation. Thank you to everybody who's donated. Thank you to everybody who's supporting us. Like us, share our post on social media, tag celebrities, tag your friends and family, and ask them to stand with us and adopt the Aura Lee Smith Cancer Research Foundation as your charity of choice. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having you on Baldhead'S podcast today. It's been wonderful. It's a great thing to meet you. We're gonna work together. We're gonna put some stuff together. I'm gonna put it together, dude. I'm putting things together. And with Sabrina, because Sabrina writes the stuff, because I don't like all that writing.
Oh yeah, she's persistent. She's good too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My shout out to Dr. B for working with her. Love you, Dr. B.
Oh yeah, much love, much love. Thank you so much for coming on Baldhead Show. Like I said, I'm gonna see you. We're gonna tune in. We're gonna be down. I'm gonna holler at you. You have a great, beautiful day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay. Hey y'all, man, I'm glad y'all came in today. I got a weight on my head, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I got a lot of weight on my head for this right here. So I'm gonna holler at y'all. I want y'all to donate. Every week you will see the link on my page. If you can't donate, which I know you can, if you can't donate, share it. That's the least that you can do. Everybody be telling me we need to get the awareness for certain things, awareness for this, awareness for that. I'm about to start getting awareness out for this, because this is a cause that is helping us to help a woman help us. Hey, that's all I got to say. And as always on Baldhead'S podcast, I will be letting y'all know that y'all pray for me. I pray for y'all. New Year's Eve, bam, I will be in Houston with my dog M Dubs hosting this crazy comedy show. My girl Corey Bell, Ronnie George, and my man Mike Samp. Also earlier on, I told y'all, stop paying your cable bill. Go to WeWatchTV.net, WeWatchTV.net for over 3,000 streaming shows and also series. You can dial 844-473-2588. And if you can, anything you can do today, go check out my boy AC Stars, Who Is He, on iTunes. AC Stars, Who Is He, on iTunes. Peace out, y'all. As always, y'all pray for me. I pray for y'all.